Each one of us have been wired uniquely. God paid special attention to each one of us as we were formed, as we were developed, and He cares very much about all of the nuances of the way we were created. And so when we take that stuff into account in our relationship and in our pursuit of God, it really brings our relationship with Him to a whole nother level, and that's what Frequency is all about.
I really do think that this book will be for so many people catalytic in their spiritual life. It is one of those books that isn't just about information. It really is, of course, informational, but more importantly, because of the MOMV tool and the way that the book is structured, its whole intent is to be transformational, to really help someone understand, all right, this is what I'm really like, this is how I'm wired, and then to be able to take very specific next steps in their spiritual life. I think the book has the potential to transform individuals in ways that they haven't been transformed before, because it doesn't suggest random activities or practices that like worked for me. This is really about helping every person who picks up the book find out, how did God make them? And how can they lean into that to become more the person Jesus had in mind?
In the Frequency book, the first part of the book talks about what is your frequency, how do you find it, what might be getting in the way of your frequency. And then you get a code and you go online and you take the MOMV assessment and learn about your learning style, your pathway to God, and your unique personality. And then the rest of the book is filled with interviews of people we've gotten to know over the years who have taken the MOMV assessment and are wired like you, and maybe people that you know, and they share some of the wisdom and insights that they have as they've connected with God.
I think what I'm most excited about is that this just isn't about reading something, a new idea. Of course that's in there, but I'm so excited that so many people are going to get introduced to the MOMV assessment, and it's like no other assessment you've ever taken. The ability to not only read about how unique you are, but to take an assessment, find out like who you are, how you're wired, who you're most like in Scripture, what your spiritual inhibitor is, what your learning style is, and then to be able to flip through the back half of the book and see one of these many voices that we mentioned, find a personality, their personality is a lot like yours.
At times we can get confused on what counts and what doesn't count for spiritual growth, and I think some of the ideas that we're trying to explore with Frequency is that, you know, your whole life counts, and that even in the things that don't maybe seem as spiritual, that if you meet God there and God speaks to you there, then it is, and that's, you're living your life on your frequency.